Hi and welcome to my channel. It's me, Tina. Today I am here with these goodies. Look at this, little scraps. Well, I cut them all into squares, and I did some, like, these are little ice cream cones, which I'm never gonna, unless I'm making a card, I would use them, but in a journal, I would probably never use them. Even like this, unless it's a specific journal that I would use it for, something like that. I'm more into like this color, these colors, more the muted colors. But I have some jelly prints here. This is some kind of scrapbooking paper. Anyway, I'm gonna make a journal cover. Now, with these squares, you can either keep them as they are and glue them together. Let's put these aside here and I'll show you. You can glue them together like this, and you can use anything you want, any kind of glue that you want. I prefer this glue. This is Aleene's tacky glue, and I begin by just gluing some pieces together, and I try to make them so that they don't that they're not in a straight line. So I just begin like this, putting them on until I've got a big piece. So that's one way you can do it. I'll just do a couple more here to show you how quick this can be. Now you can take this, what I've done here, like this. I let it dry, and then I bring it to the sewing machine and I sew on all these lines, and I'll show you that one. And then you can also take a some kind of paper, let's say like this envelope. This is a large envelope that I'm just working on. You can take and glue these pieces onto there, and that way you would have, like, a backing right away. So there's that. And you just add on until you've got the size that you want. Or, like I said, you could take a sheet of paper and just glue them on here. I know this you probably can't see, but say you want to do a journal cover, and this is just like the regular photocopy paper, and it's got some smudges on it, so that's okay. Now, if you want to make it a journal cover, you're going to need like 2 of them. And then what I do is I just take this and make sure there's lots of glue on it. Take one of your squares, or it could be like rectangles or strips of paper, whatever you like, and then just glue it together like this, and then just continue gluing until you've covered the whole page, the whole 2 pages, like that. And this will be, you can see it'll be completely seamless. You won't be able to see that it's 2 papers at all. I'm going to put this one here. I'd like the longer pieces, or the wider ones, going that way. That way it's a better hold. Or you could just sew them on here, That's a good way to do it. And just use papers that you would want on your journal cover, or you could use this for, can't even speak, I'm speaking so slowly, or you could use this for journaling tags or journaling cards, anything you like, anything you need to use it for. So there you can see I joined the 2 pages together to make one. And then once you've done the whole thing, you could, you know, make it into a journal cover. But yeah, it needs to dry and everything. So that is one way I wanted to show you. Then I'm going to bring my envelope back here. Then another way is to use your ink and to ink up the edges of your little squares, or whatever shape your little papers are in. And this is a lot more work. Yeah, this is a lot more work. Now again, you can glue this onto a paper, or you can glue them together. Now, doing this, I would suggest gluing them onto a paper. And again, if I was doing a journal cover, I would use the 2 papers, or onto an envelope, or whatever size you want to make. But I'm just going to use these for journal covers. So I'm just going to, no, I'm not going to use these as journal covers. I'm going to use this as journaling tags or journaling cards. So this is a longer one, and it doesn't matter if you use, you know, whatever size. Especially if you're going to be cutting them apart, it really doesn't matter what size you use. So there is, and you can use, you know, any color, even like the darker, if you distress the edges, it just turns them into something completely different. Like this is that ice cream one. And it just, once it's on your paper, it just looks completely different. So I'm going to start by gluing these on. I'll show you what that looks like. And I've been watching Gail Augustinelli. Most of you probably know her, but she always starts and does the edges. And I don't know why she does that. I think she always, that's just how she does it. So I figured, well, I'm going to try that. See what the difference is. Now these I'm going to overlap just a little bit, but always so that I can see a dark edge, like a distressed edge. So you can probably distress these as you're going, and not worry about doing all of the sides, distressing them. But I just do them all because that way, you know, I've got them covered. And this long one, why do I have glue coming out here? I don't know. I just filled this up with glue. I think I filled it up too much. Or you can do this with the, oh my goodness, glue stick. That would work too. I always just use the wet glue. I like the Elaine's Tacky Glue. It works really well. Did I not distress this one? No, I didn't. So yeah, you can just distress as you go. And if you don't like an edge, like here, it's not completely straight, just cut it off. And get your hands all full of glue. I'm going to put this one here. Like that. Let's see, do I have a smaller one? Right there. And you can see it just gives it a different look. Ooh. Just gives it a different look than this one. See, this one's the distressed one, this one's not. And then this is the one we just glued together. And then around this one, I would sew, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is one that I've sewn. Now you can do straight sewing, zigzag, you know, all kinds of stitches, and this is the back of it. So to this one I would add my backing, whatever I wanted. If I wanted paper or fabric, or you know, put it on cardstock or whatever, it would glue very well. So those are just a couple of ideas that I have for you. Yeah. I will pause the video and then I will finish these and show you what they look like.